Life's a journey, not a destination. That's by the Eagles. We have goals, we have dreams, but in the process, we get to learn a lot about ourselves.
What are you doing, idiot?
I don't think I'm that different from most people in that I've always looked for that special someone. Someone I could count on to be there for me. Someone who could support me through the rough times. Someone who didn't charge too much. Basically, a really good therapist. My current therapist is named Lynn. She's a very kind woman. I'm not sure she's the right therapist for me, but one day at a time, one session at a time, I get to not know. What I'm learning is that I don't have to know everything today. All I have to do is show up. Here I am. Carl?
Stella?
What are you doing here?
Well, I was kind of feeling depressed, so I was seeing my therapist. Her name is Lynn.
Oh my God, Lynn is my therapist too. That's so weird. Wow, I guess there are no coincidences.
Well, I was also doing it to get in touch with my emotions for the acting. Yeah. Are you going to be in class tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'll see you there. So, I actually ran into somebody I know in the lobby. Isn't it funny how sometimes people just magically appear in our lives? I was at yoga the other night, and I remember I told you I've been going to Yoga Works on Montana. It's a great new teacher, teaches only at Montana Yoga Works. And I'm thinking my friend Anne, as you know, Anne and I were pregnant together at the same time. She had twins, right? That's right. Very good. And she comes in, and I'm like, whoa! And she's like, hi. And I'm like, hi! I was just thinking about you. And it was just, it was so great because, it's just not often that you connect with people. And I just, I felt so connected. How was your week? Lynn creates a safe space for me to experience my process. So over the past few months, I have been processing.
Excuse me. Can we get by here?
My first therapist was Donna. She's from Boston. It was a very nice date. He's not completely over his ex-girlfriend, but he only sees her like once a week. Hello? Is there anybody home?
read the red flag, Stella. How many more times are you going to throw yourself into yet another relationship with an unavailable man? Do you want to get married? Then read On the Road to I Do and get that bozo out of your life.
I guess you're right. He did seem kind of overly interested in his new Jag. I guess he makes a lot of money. That's what he said.
How much?
I think he said 6 numbers.
You mean 6 figures?
Really?
Huh. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give this one a couple more dates. All right? Now, are you still saying those affirmations I gave you? All right, let's hear them.
I am fabulously manifesting my highest good in the present moment of now. How was that?
That was very good.
Yes, it was. Al. Very good.
Yes, it was. Yes. I call this one 6 figures red.
Donna was really nice, but I don't think she was the right therapist for me. Plus, my neighbor Nancy told me that I used the word fabulous way too much for somebody who lives in a studio apartment.
Stella, did you fax over that purchase order I gave you this morning?
I work in an office that sells insurance. I think. Actually, I know it's insurance. I'm just not sure what kind.
Stella, did you hear me?
What?
Did you fax over the purchase order?
Oh my God. I almost forgot. I'll do it right now. As you can see, this is a real office. After Donna, there was Paul. I started seeing Paul because I was feeling depressed about being an actress in Los Angeles. I know I want to be an actress. I just don't like playing characters or reading lines.
Stella. What's going on here?
What do you mean?
I gotta tell you, I'm getting some really strong sexual energy from you.
You are?
Yes, you just sort of tossed your hair back like Rita Hayworth, and then you kind of turned your body in a way that makes your chest look bigger. I think we need to talk about this unconscious behavior.
Do I have to?
Well, there's only 2 ways to work it out, kid. In therapy or in the sack. And I think it's safe to say that your therapy is going nowhere.
What I learned from my experience with Paul is that I don't feel very safe around men. I attracted Paul as my therapist because I have issues with my father.
Stella, the fax line is busy.
Okay, whoops. Hey, Dad.
So how's life?
Well, I just got back from an Al-Anon meeting.
Hey, so are you dating anyone?
Well, I had a date last month.
So you're not gay?
My father says inappropriate things. That's what happens when you're an alcoholic.
Stella, aren't you going home? It's time to leave.
Oh yeah. I just got really engrossed in my book. It's really helping me.
Oh, Stella, honey, you are one lost soul. It'll be a great day when you finally join the human race.
Thanks, Anne. It's really nice of you to say that.
Stop indicating. You're indicating, Mary. Stop indicating. You're not being, you're indicating.
My name is Stella.
Do not talk back to me while you are performing. We are professionals here. We do not address the audience while we are performing.
But you weren't calling me by my right name.
You're supposed to be in your apartment, not in front of an audience. We have many more students here, Bella. Can we start over and do this right?
Okay.
Well, Jershel, it's obvious that this exercise is not working out for you. Let's move on. Next.
You know, Stella, even Meryl Streep started out in an acting class, you know. My college roommate, was friends with her husband, and it turns out when she started out, she would go on stage and people would just cringe when she walked out on stage. She was terrible. I almost had a chance to meet her at my good friend Caitlin's house. Do you remember me mentioning Caitlin? Stella?
A very strange thing happened to me in Lynn's office. For a moment I had this flash. It was kind of like the time I suddenly realized I was driving on the wrong side of the road. Or like the time I left my keys in the outside lock of my apartment all night. Actually, that happened 5 times. Or like the time I was chased by a gang of 6th grade girls who wanted to steal my Hello Kitty backpack. I didn't feel safe.
Stella, who in God's name are you talking to?
Hi, Anne. Do you need me to fax something?
Are you rehearsing for your acting class?
Yeah, I'm rehearsing.
Look, it's fine when I'm here, okay? It's just, could you just try to pretend that you're normal when other people are around?
Sure, Anne.
Thanks.
We are as sick as our secrets. So, in order for me to get better, I'm going to have to say what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that maybe Lynn likes being my therapist only because she needs someone to listen to her.
I've decided to quit therapy.
What? You can't do that.
Yes, I can. I just did it. Stella, I'm never going to be ready. You're never going to be ready. But that's okay, you know? Most therapists are sicker than we are. Most therapists are sicker than we are. And I can think of another way to spend $130 a week that'll make me feel a lot better than blabbing about my parents. You should think about it too, Stella. I'll see you in acting class. Bye.
I think Carl is making a huge mistake. You can't just quit therapy because you feel like it. You have to be ready. Right? No, it's my denial that makes me think I don't need Lynn's help. Besides, the most important thing to remember is that therapy with Lynn is a safe space. This is a safe space for you. Okay, here goes. Lynn, you're telling me about the problems you're having with your new Mercedes SUV. Makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
Let's talk about that discomfort.
I guess it's
Stella, I think I know what's happening here.
You do?
Your fear of intimacy is showing up in our therapy. My sharing the details of my life creates intimacy in this safe space, and that's scary.
I guess you're right. I guess when you told me how you reawakened your love for creative writing after the divorce, or how your new Shar-Pei peed on your now ex-husband's Ray-Eam sofa, it did make me feel uncomfortable. I guess maybe it was too intimate.
So I think it's wonderful that you're looking at this.
Okay, well, I have an idea.
Let's hear it.
Maybe if you didn't talk about your life, didn't share as many details, I would feel safer in therapy. Maybe I shouldn't have been so honest with Lynn.
Stella, I'm sorry to be the one to do this, but I've spoken with our managers, and we've decided that your temp assignment is over.
But I thought you needed somebody for the next 6 months.
Well, we just don't think you're the best fit for Giant.
What's Giant?
That's Giant Insurance, Inc., the company you've been working for the last 6 weeks. Don't you even know our name? How have you been answering the phones this whole time?
I lost my job.
I'm really sorry to hear that, Stella. I lost a job once. Whoops. I'm sorry. I am talking about myself, and that is something that makes you feel uncomfortable. And this is your therapy.
Listen, Lynn, as you know, I spend $130 a week on therapy, and I don't have any savings. So I was thinking maybe I could come every other week, just until I get a job.
My work is most effective when my clients come every week.
I know, but just until I get a job or get some money.
Stella, this is what I do. I heal people.
Lynn, I know I called a moratorium on you talking about yourself, but can I ask you a question?
Sure, it's your therapy.
How does the idea of my not coming every week make you feel?
Well, I feel like I have given you my best efforts and you have taken them for granted. I feel resentful.
Lynn,
Mm-hmm.
you are a wonderful therapist.
Really?
I have come so far with you.
Thank you. And I respect your financial situation, but I feel like we have so many unresolved issues. You know, your issues with men, your issues with your Uncle Rodney, how he got drunk and set fire to your father's house.
Uncle Rodney?
Are we on for next week?
Lynn, you have an Uncle Rodney, not me. I think you might want to consider getting some professional help.
For the first time in my adult life, I don't have a therapist. And just for today, it feels okay. This is my favorite quote. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Just for today, it's okay to stand and let my own light shine. Perhaps I need to stand someplace else.